Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome to my first impressions video for the new civilization in Civilization 6, the Khmer.
Jayavarman leads the Khmer in Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
I really like his very shiny pants there. Those are pretty incredible. I expect this to be a faith-based civilization of some sorts because it's going to be coming alongside the fall patch. I presume that they're doing a whole lot of work on the civilization, or on the faith in Civilization 6.
Farms provide additional food when adjacent to an aqueduct, and aqueducts provide both faith and an amenity.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. Let's look at this for a second. So these farms next to aqueducts get a whole bunch of food, and presumably this one's also getting the adjacency bonus for the farms as well. So 7 food on a tile is pretty significant. Plus getting some faith from the aqueduct, as well as amenities from the aqueduct. I'm not seeing, where is it on here? I'm sure it's right in front of my face. Luxury resources, entertainment, great people. I know it says they get amenities though. So, I mean, that's going to help your cities grow really big and tall. Plus the fact that you're going to be wanting to be near like fresh water anyway to get the aqueducts down. Or I guess at least mountains and stuff. So that's a lot of food. So let's keep going.
Their unique unit is the Domrey, a ballista mounted on an elephant. This siege unit is stronger than the Catapult, can move and shoot on the same.
All right, so this guy has, so it's a siege unit that can move while fire, or after firing, or sorry, I should say can fire after moving is a better way to put it. He's got 45 bombard strength and 33 melee strength. So, you know what, I'm going to tab over to a civilization game and just kind of see how that compares with the catapults normally. So 33 melee and 45 bombard. So let's go, I just happen to have India pulled up over here. More elephants, why not? So let's go look at the catapult. So they only have 35 bombard strength and 23 melee strength. And obviously these cannot fire after moving. So it's 10 more strength on both of those. So the melee strength is really going to help them not just die one shot to a lot of melee units. That's a really big boost right there. Not to mention obviously the stronger bombards and whatnot. That's impressive. Actually, let's see how they compare to the bombards. 55 bombard strength on the bombards, 43 melee strength. So they're about halfway distance between the catapults and the bombards normally are. Just out of curiosity, let me look at something. Just because I'm assuming they're going to come around the same time and stuff. So the Varu that India gets normally are 40 melee strength. So these guys actually have, you know, they're 33. They're up there with the Varu, who's actually supposed to be a melee unit in the first place. These guys are going to be pretty strong. Let's keep it going.
And exerts zone of control.
And they exert zone of control. That's pretty significant.
Their unique building is the Prasat, which replaces the temple. Missionaries produced here will gain the Martyr promotion, and it provides a relic great work slot.
All right, so you get the Martyr promotion automatically, which there's also the Wonder, what is it? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I actually built it in one of my first games. That gives you the Martyr promotion as well. Now, the Martyr promotion gives you a free relic when your guy dies. So sometimes it's less about spreading your religion and continuing the religion game, and more about, you know, intentionally kind of getting your guy killed off so that you can get your relic. So not to say that these guys couldn't be strong on the faith-based side of things, especially with some of the new changes in the fall patch, but they're obviously going to be helpful in the culture, the tourism side of things, with the introduction of these relics that they can put in. Now, this is not alone enough to win you a culture victory, but it's definitely going to supplement it quite a bit, plus get you a lot more extra faith as well. So that's kind of cool.
Jayavarman's unique ability is Monasteries of the King.
All right, so let's look at this for a second. Monasteries of the King, the holy sites provide +2 food and +1 housing. That's pretty significant. I mean, that's just going to help them grow bigger and bigger, just with the use of their holy sites as well. If placed on a river. Okay, well, that's an easy thing to shoot for. Now, it does kind of limit your placement of your cities a little bit, but I think you can almost always have a city near a river, at least near enough that you can put a holy site next to a river. And then holy sites trigger a culture bomb. That's, you know, it's a nice addition, and there might be some strategic uses for that. The Grand Barrets, we've already looked at that, the +3 faith and +1 amenity from the aqueduct, and the +2 food for the farms that are adjacent to the aqueduct. So that's going to stack up a lot. And then, of course, the Domrey and the Prasat. So let's keep going.
Holy holy sites grab adjacent territory and also provide food and housing when built on a river. With their bonuses to housing and the Aqueduct District, the Khmer can easily create populous cities, and their religious strengths will help them out through the first half of the game. Focus on establishing a strong core territory, make effective use of rivers, and victory will be yours. Will the world flock to your cities or be crushed beneath your elephants? How will you lead the Khmer in Sid Meier's Civilization 6?
All right, so some impressions I'm getting is this, I think there's going to be a really strong civilization. They're going to have a lot of strength early on in the game to really take out a whole lot of other cities, which is going to set you up for just about any victory you want to go for. You can continue on a conquest victory after taking those cities with your elephant catapult thingamajiggers. I forget what they called them now. But be able to use those to take out some early cities, walls or not. I mean, who cares about the walls? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're going to be able to shoot you back. Get a couple supporting melee units with those. You're going to be able to take some stuff down way quicker than a guy with catapults who has to set up first, because usually when you set up, you take a shot and then your catapult's weaker or you have to retreat or whatever. But with the horses, or the elephants, you can sneak in there and get a couple shots off on basically everybody. You kind of sneak attack a city and take it down in one fell swoop like you would normally do with archers, but with a lot more efficiency, because obviously catapults are stronger against cities. So that's going to help you, like I said, either go for a conquest victory or just pretty much any other victory as well, because you're going to set up, basically conquer your early neighbors very, very quickly as soon as you get those elephants out there. And then it's really going to help you out in the long run. Now, the faith stuff, the tourism stuff could help you get a early lead in the tourism type of thing with all those relics that you can get as well. So that's going to be an interesting take, I think, as well. I don't know that you would necessarily go for a religious victory, although you can go for religious victory with anybody. But really, it's just about getting something down so that you can get some of those relics to get some more faith that you can probably, maybe spin into some of the holy warriors and get some of the faiths, to buy more elephants and other things. That might be a good way to play this guy. Obviously the food and the housing and the amenities from each of the aqueducts, as well as the farm adjacency and the food and the housing bonus from the holy sites, you're gonna be able to grow very, very tall very quickly, which is going to help you a lot with getting a whole lot more districts out per city. You're not going to have some of those straggling cities that can only have a couple districts out. You're going to have, max district placement just about every single city because of how many people you're going to have to grow. So I imagine production's going to be pretty good because you have plenty of food to get more people. And like I said, the faith is going to be good no matter what, because even if you just don't go the religion game, you're going to be able to get the relics to put into your prasats, I believe is what they called them, to really bump up your faith per turn, which is, again, going to help you, like I said, go for the Holy Warrior or, potentially go for a religious victory. Again, with the fall 2017 changes that they're going to be putting in with the extra units from a holy standpoint, I forget what the name of it called, but the ability to train up some more combat kind of centric units. There's going to be a unit that can heal, and I think there's another unit that can do a little bit more combat type stuff. I have to read up some more of the details on that, but I know they're doing some kind of overhauling on the religion game, so to speak. So this might be a good guy to go for a religious victory with, just to take advantage of those new features they're adding in. I also know they're adding in some new stuff related to, civilizations being smarter with how they attack you from sea, which may or may not play a part with this guy, because I can't exactly see this guy being a very huge seafaring guy. Probably going to be good on a continents map where a lot of your cities are internal next to rivers and things like that. So, the sea is kind of irrelevant to this guy to some degree. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this guy. I actually think I might play him as soon as they release him. This might be the next civilization I play full term. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of a first impression. If you agreed with some of my comments or disagreed, please feel free to comment below and, have a little bit of discussion about kind of how you think this guy's going to be. Thank you again, and goodbye.